Hello, noob. Why did I call you a noob? Because I'm sure you don't know these facts in Steel Titans, and here's the first fact. Minefield does not kill if there are no enemies on the server. There are no invisible barriers on the District Alpha map. After the shot, there is an animation of the shell falling. In limited boxes, the rarest emblem is not mythical, but common since the chance of it falling is 1%. In the game, there should be a second game currency, which was not added, but a non-working button for selling this currency was left. Among all seasons, only the third was short and had only one tank, when the second season had 3 tanks. All players who played the game when it was still in alpha testing received Mark 1. The first 3 tiers of tanks have poor armor simulation, so most tanks have no armor on their hatches. In the hangar, there is a button to turn off the music. With the help of a bug, you can build flying structures. On the Tank Factor's rework map, you can shoot and walk through glass. On the Citadel map, there is an unkillable tree. There is also a point C that can be captured while on the water. If you stand on your point and kill the enemy, then you will receive a reward for defending the point. There are mythical boxes in the game. You can get them in previous seasons. If you kick the game, you will hear the sound of a nuclear explosion. On the Tank Factory Revork map, there is a picture of the Brensters tank in this place. On the District Alpha map, there is a picture of a cat in this place. On the Scorching Desert map, there is text in Hebrew in these places. The translation says freedom. When you get into Amarak, you deal 3.8 times damage. On the District Alpha map, on some banners and stores, there are nicknames of moderators and creators of the game. The 79 Gunwagon and Ostwind 2 have inside a Maxwell cat. He's also in the hangar. In the hangar, there is a flag that changes from the study tree. There is no level limit in the game, but skill points can only be obtained up to level 51. On the Mouse Tank, you can climb walls. When a new server is created, it will always have a District Alpha map. Capture point mode with buildings. The weakest armor in the game is air, which has 0.01 millimeters, or human armor at 1 millimeters. Saint Chamond had another type of shell that dealt 2,300 damage, but it was removed a few days later. If you repair modules, they all turn blue. In the hangar, the Harry Hopkins tank has a broom. Also, the Sonderkraft Fahrzeug 234 tank has an emblem and was renamed to Piwuma. On the Archipelago map at Point B, there is a bunker with a map and a poster on the wall. The developers did not want to add machine guns to the game, but in the 5th season we got a tank with it. After death, the VBIC Garani tank screams. If you only hit the ammo rack without hitting the armor, then the damage from the ammo rack will be 0. There is a HUD mode in the game settings. Previously, if you hold down the R button, the player respawned. Now this function was removed. The game has 7 prefixes: Nitro, Alpha, Steel Titan, Mod, Admin, Senior Dev, and Dev. Spaced armor does not add armor against regular shells. It only protects against fragmentation shells, preventing them from damaging the tank. If the shell breaks a wall, it does not lose armor penetration. If you damage the loader module, then it will not only reload slower, but also rotate the turret. You can damage the tank's gun through the wall if it shows it. You can shoot through this wall through a small hole. As a result of the game, you can see the match gifts. Unfortunately, there are no gifts in the game. For winning the game, they give a bonus plus 30% of the experience and coins received, and for defeats plus 10%. There are more than 200 tanks in the game. There are no ricochets in the game. You can kick players out of the game by writing in the chat, "vote kick," but due to a bug, this command does not work. And the last fact that you definitely did not know. Ghost shells appears due to anti-cheat, so ping does not affect the ghost shells in any way. That's all the interesting facts I knew about the game. Did you know all these facts? Or maybe you know other facts? Then write it in the comments. It will be interesting to read. By the way, I also have a bonus fact. If you go to the server of the 5th tier and write in the chat, "I love Miryu 56, you will get a free admin tank. But don't tell anyone else this secret. Bye.